two of the best teams in the world, you know, two of the favourites to win the World Cup, and played last night to win the Nations League. And even though it wasn't the greatest of games, it was a really good game to watch. Some technical ability was brilliant. Spain, you know, there's no doubt the midfield of Ruiz, Supermende and Pedri, you know, took control of that game in the beginning, and they were too technically good, I think, for sort of Vitinho, Silva, and Fernandes, who played forward, and Neves. They just too well, and they took control of that game. They scored, and they then slackened. I never understand why teams sort of slow down when they go ahead, and they let sort of Portugal sort of get back into the game. It was you know, Portugal then, their game plan started to work. You know, their fullbacks, what happened to Williams and Yamal? They were non-existent, the two of them. You know, Yamal, what it shows, if you're strong, you're holding defensively, you have a quick, strong fullback, Yamal is going to struggle if you double up on him, which is what you do if you pull back in defence. And Williams, you know, everyone talks about his burst of speed, but he wasn't quick enough. You know, he seriously wasn't. Every time he took on, you know, the right side, you know, whether it was Diaz, whether it was Neves, a couple of times, you know, he got past, but he didn't do it. And I was disappointed with Nico Williams, frankly speaking. But I felt that Spain, you know, they went 2-1 up. They started to sort of let's hold on to this. Then they started making changes in the midfield. Daft. I don't get that. Ronaldo did his bit. My God, he knows how to score. The guy, give him credit. And it was a good goal. Just knows how to get that ball in the back of the net. And Spain started to make changes, like bringing Marino on. Why they bring Marino on? It's 2-2. They want to try and score a goal. I get that. But at that stage, Portugal were looking the side that were going to go ahead and score. So I'm not quite sure. They're bringing on players like Marino, who's not really a creative player, and they're leaving players like Olmo, who is an incredible player, and Gavi, you know, on the bench. That I didn't get. And for that reason alone, you know, they didn't deserve to get another goal. I knew they brought Morata on as well, you know, to try and score as well as Marino. But it's all about the midfield and who controls it at times. And I just felt at that stage, Spain were not going to do it. Portugal would decide. And then it went to pens, and then it's anybody's. It could be anybody's then. And, you know, for Ronaldo, I'm sort of pleased they won it. Vitinho, great player, but he was up against a great midfield.